Is this the perfect vacuum for a dorm room or small apartment? Let's find out. Dave Taylor here, and this time I'm looking at a vacuum cleaner. This is the Albohes Cordless Vacuum Cleaner, and it's pretty nice. Let's start by taking a couple pieces apart so you can see that it's a disassembled sort of unit, and gives you lots of flexibility. So you can see here, you can actually adjust the angle of this. Not sure when I would use that, but it's nice to know it's there. And then you can take this part out. You can put something on that's just on the front. So, you know, it's a very versatile sort of vacuum cleaner. And of course, one of the key things to know is how well does it actually pick stuff up. So I thought we could run a test. So here's what we're going to do. First off, I'm going to reassemble it so it's in regular vacuum mode. And that's pretty quick to do. And then we're going to, and I sure hope this works, we're going to dump some flour onto this sample carpet. And then we'll see how well it does picking things up. Are you ready? Here we have a bag of flour. I'm not going to put it all, I'm not going to put the entire bag out, but we will put out enough that you can see it on the camera. And that should be a good challenge. And I'll get a little more just for good luck. You ready? Here we go, live test. We'll see what happens. So before we go, actually, let me tell you that the Albohes actually has two vacuum suction modes, low and high, and it's easily adjustable by here. And I'm getting white fingerprints all over everything. What a surprise. And they measure its suction at 9,000 PA, and PA are pascals. And so I had to look it up. It's like, what the heck's a pascal? How does that actually apply to vacuum cleaners? So it turns out it's a measure of suction, and 9,000 is pretty good for a handheld unit. For a regular wired plug-in unit, they can run typically around 20,000 PA. So this is about half of what you'd get from a big heavy-duty vacuum cleaner. But if you're in the dorms or something this small that you can just clip on the wall in your closet, way better. So has the 90-degree bendable attachment here, has a wall mount, and the wall mount you set up so it's also a charging unit, so that makes it super easy. And as you can see, it comes with one and then two separate attachments. And here's the power cord, because obviously you need to charge it. And speaking of charging it, well, you know what? Let's actually try this vacuum cleaner because I'm eager to see how it works. So we're going to start on low mode and see how low mode works. Well, it's not bad, but it's definitely not a single pass. So let's put it on high mode. And the high mode seems to be doing better, but I gotta be honest with you. It's taken a couple of passes to get the flour out, but it's getting there. I think we're actually all clear. Now notice the way the front head is working is it's a little actually, let me turn it off now. So that worked. The head is actually too flexible. It's so easy to turn it so you get all these different angles that it's actually hard to keep it in a straight line. So it's kind of an interesting problem to have. And the other thing that they've done here that's interesting is that instead of having two different powered attachments, they have one that does both. So the front of it is a soft roller that's perfect for wood floors, and then the back part is an actual brush, which is better for carpet. So you kind of got the best of both worlds, which is kind of an interesting design, but it worked. It picked up all the flour, so that's pretty cool. Now, let me tell you that we have the multi-brush attachments. I already talked to you a little bit about that. And it is actually pretty light. It's about 2 kilograms, so 4.5 pounds right about there. It's definitely easy to carry and easy to use, and especially if, if you take the attachments off, then this part is really light. So if you're going to use this to quick vacuum up your car or something, that works out pretty easy. And then this part is actually the trash or garbage dispenser, and there's a little teeny access port if you want to just pour things out. But if you want to do the full clean, then it's a little bit tricky. You get the whole thing out and you can see that's the size of the container. Important to know is that there are actually filters here too. So it actually is not a HEPA filter by any means. It's just a piece of foam, but it does help. It does help the whole thing work well, which is good. A little tricky to get it back in, but let's see, I think we got it. So it's back in. And what else can I tell you about it? It is 2200 milliamp hour battery, which gives you 20 to 40 minutes of running time. Obviously, in high mode, you get less time than in low mode. If you're using powered attachments, you're gonna get less time than if you're just using like the crevice tool. It's all pretty standard. And 2 cleaning levels and washable filters. I would actually say rinseable filters, but that's okay. And so, what do I think of it? I think that this is actually going to work really well. I have a son who just moved into the dorms at college and a daughter that just moved into her own little studio apartment. And in either case, I think this would be a really good choice for them. I really like that you can just hang it up on the wall with the included wall mount. And then you just let it charge, and whenever you need it, you're ready to roll, and you have all these different attachments, or you can just skip all the attachments and have it permanently looking kind of like a broom. And not 100% sure I like the whole design of having the wood floor roller and the carpet roller on the same one, but it works. And so that does give you less attachments to deal with, and that's kind of a big win to me. And I can see in here, it has definitely picked up some dirt. So it actually works. So, you know, you get that whole joke, right? Where what good is your vacuum? It depends how much it sucks. Well, this sucks 9,000 pascals. Now you know. So before I get to the price, let me just say, if you can subscribe to my channel, really appreciate it. I cover a wide variety of consumer electronics, and I'm always straightforward and honest. So I'm not just gonna tell you what the vendor wants me to. So that's a huge benefit. Now, this Albohes Cordless Vacuum Cleaner is going to run you $145.99 at Amazon.com, and I will admit it's probably not as nice as the Dyson equivalent, but the Dyson, and Dyson makes great vacuums. They're really mostly the vacuums we have in the house, but the Dyson equivalent is 3 times the price. So if you are not looking to invest $500 or more in a small vacuum cleaner for your apartment or dorm room, then this could be a really nice choice at under $150. This is Dave Taylor, and I think I'm going to go ahead and clean out the garbage holder, and then we might have another pass right here on the flower, which means I'll catch you in my next video.